Yes, okay. Good afternoon. So, last lecture we have started the design of simple column, and we have seen one example on the simple column, that is the design of the channel section. So, today we will see the one next example, example number 2, that is on the design of simple column. So, here example number 2. So, write down everyone statement of example. Write down design the column design the column using I section design the column using I section of length 5 meter of length 5 meter subjected to subjected to subjected to an axial compressive force an axial compressive force an axial compressive force of 1175 kilonewton 1175 kilonewton resulting resulting from dead load resulting from dead load and resulting from dead load and live load dead load and live load. Full stop. Full stop. One end of the column one end of the column is fixed and other end one end of column is fixed and other end is pin other end is pin. Full stop. Assume Fy is equal to 250 MPa. Assume Fy is equal to 250 MPa. So read the problem statement. Design the column using I section of length 5 meter subjected to an axial compressive force of 1175 kilonewton resulting from dead load and live load. It means this total compressive load is from the dead load and live load. Full stop. One end of the column is fixed and other end is pin. Full stop. Assume Fy is equal to 250 MPa. So here we have to design the column by using I section. So last example we have designed by using the channel. So this example, in this example we are designing the column as using I section. Okay. So we will follow the procedure. So what is step 1? See, this step 1. So load is given. So we have to, if the load is given factored load, then we have to take the load as it is, as a factored load. So here the load is given. Which type of load is given here? whether it is factored or not. Step 1 is calculate factored load. So factored load F is equal to. So how to calculate factored load? Here which type of load is given? Working load or service load? Here written axial compressive force of 1175 kilonewton. It means if here factored word is there, then we need not to factor. So here factored load is not there. आहे का इथं फॅक्टर्ड लोड नाहीये, त्यामुळे आपल्याला याला फॅक्टर्ड करावे लागेल. सो 1.5 into here written axial compressive load. So axial compressive load. Or if they told service load, if they told working load, then right here. So how much value come? So 1.5 into 1175. So how much is the factored load?
$1,762.5.
1762.5 kilonewton. Okay, so this is our factored load. Then step 2. Move towards step 2. What is step 2? Calculate area required. Calculate area required. Okay, so how to calculate area required? Area required is equal to F divided by FCD. F divided by FCD. Okay, so here we have to assume FCD. So how to assume FCD value in between? The range is given for FCD value. So we have to assume FCD value. So assume, how much we will assume? FCD is equal to
120 to 180.
120 to 180. So here we will assume 140 Newton per mm square. For single, see, for if any single eye section or single channel section is there, no, you have to assume not more than 140, 120, 130, 140 max. If double section, double angle, double channel section, double eye section there, then you will go for 150, 160. Okay, so that built up section we will design after this problem. At that time we will assume that for built up section 150, 160. So not more than 140 for single eye section or single channel sections. Here we are designing only simple single eye section or channel section. So 140 we will assume here. Okay, now calculate area required. So area required is equal to F. F is the 1762.5 into 10 raised to 3, because this is in kilonewton, so we have to convert into Newton. So an FCD is the 140. Okay. So now calculate the area. How much is the area?
Twelve thousand 589.28.
12,589.28
28.
mm square. Okay. 12,589.28 mm square area. So for this area, we have to select the section. So now next step 3. Now go to steel table. We have to select the section, I section. So सुरुवातीलाच I section आहे. I think one section is available. अजून आहे तो 13,200 आहे. Greater than 12,010. I am having one question in chat box. 1.76 kilonewton is, it means roll number 56, division A. What is your question? I'm not getting your. You have written, sir, force is equal to 1.76 kilonewton. It means you have. No, it is not 1.76. It is 1,762.5 kilonewton. You have put in chat box 1.76. It is not 1.76. It is 1,762.5 kilonewton. Are you getting? Because given load is 1176. So 1175. You got the section. Please select the section for matching this area or greater than this. याच्यापेक्षा जास्त एरिया असलेलं सेक्शन कोणतं आहे? सापडतोय की कुणाला? See this ISMB 550. ISMB 550. How much area?
13,211.
It means greater than this 12,500. Yes, ISLB is there. ISLB 600. Priyanka, you have put ISLB 600 also. Okay, see ISLB 600 again. Here I have written two sections, ISMB 550 and ISLB 600. We have to go into I section. Please remember everyone, we have to design I section. म्हणजे आपल्याला कुठला बघावं लागेल I section. तर पहिल्याच पेज वरती जिथं सेक्शन स्टार्ट होतात तो पहिलेच I section आहेत बघा. So I sections are there. So as Priyanka said, ISLB 600. So 12, the area of this ISLB 600 is equal to 12669, correct, mm square, and the area having this section 13211. It means this 12,669, this area is near about only 100 mm square is more. 100 पण नाहीये, 100 आहे, 500, near about 100 mm square is more. So we will select this area, this section first, ISMB 550. लक्षात येते का, 12,589 आणि हा एरिया किती आहे 12,769, म्हणजे 100 mm स्क्वेअर ने जास्त आहे. थोडासा जास्त करू आपण 500-600 mm स्क्वेअर. त्यामुळे काय करू आपण, हा पहिला सेक्शन आहे तो सिलेक्ट करूया. ठीक आहे, सगळे अग्री आहेत का? ओके. Okay, now we have selected this section because greater than 12,500, this is the 13,211 is the greater than 12,518. 12,589 पेक्षा हा एक 500 ते 600 mm स्क्वेअर ने जास्त आहे. Okay, so find the required properties. Again, we selected area first, then second, width of flange BF is equal to, for this section ISMB 550, how much width of flange? प्रत्येकाला सापडला का हा सेक्शन ISMB 550? How much?
190 mm.
190 mm, correct. Width of flange is 190 mm. Then we have to require here thickness of flange, then thickness of wave, then here R minimum, and then H. So H is, so thickness of flange, how much thickness of flange?
19.3
mm. Thickness of wave 11.2 mm, correct. Then R minimum, RXX and RYY, whichever is minimum here.
RYY.
RYY, how much RYY?
3.73.
No, 37.3
37.3.
mm. RYY is 37.3 mm. And H is nothing but depth of the section. H is also given here, 550. So ISMB 550, here 550 is the H, depth of the section. So this much data is required for. So here we have to write select like this. Select this ISM. Okay. So now next step. Step number 4. What is step number 4? I think classify the section, correct? Or select the buckling class, which, sorry, not classify the section. Select buckling class. Okay, how to select buckling class? For I section, we have to select buckling class. How to select buckling class? H by BF value we have to calculate first. Go to page number 44, IS 800, page number 44. For I section, I have given theory last time. How to select buckling class, or see the procedure, whatever procedure I have written, given in written. See this procedure, H by BF value. H is how much? 550 divided by BF, width of flange 190. So how much this value? If it is less than or greater than, from that we have to select buckling class.
Two point 89.
2.89.
89.
Now this 2.89 is greater than or less than 1.2. It is greater than 1.2. So what is our condition? It is greater than 1.2. And here thickness of flange. How much thickness of flange is there? 19.3 mm. It should be less than 14 mm. Are you getting? Is this condition applicable?
श्रवण बाळ चांगलं आहे ग, शांत आहे.
Deshmukh Divya. Deshmukh Divya. Okay. Now, see, everyone look the screen, towards screen. Everyone, please look towards screen. Please stop writing and look towards screen. See, this is I section, correct? Now, I section is buckle in which axis? In this way, this is bending, correct? So this axis is which axis? Generally, this is vertical member. Are you getting? So this is y axis and this is x axis. Now we have to take the or select the buckling class x axis or y axis. कुठल्या ऍक्सिस भोवती आपल्याला घ्यायचा आहे बकलिंग क्लास. खूप इम्पॉर्टंट गोष्ट आहे ना इथं. कारण का कॉलम हा आपला काय हा ऑलवेज व्हर्टिकल मेंबर आहे, बरोबर आहे का? कॉलम हा व्हर्टिकल मेंबर आहे. म्हणजे कसं हे स्ट्रक्चर आहे सपोज सर, ही एक ट्रस आहे, या ट्रसला सपोर्ट कोण करतंय? हा कॉलम करतोय. म्हणजे आपण काय केलं? कॉलम हा व्हर्टिकल मेंबर आहे, तो बकल होताना असा होणार आहे. म्हणजे कोणत्या ऍक्सिस भोवती होते? वाय ऍक्सिस भोवती. सो वी हॅव टू चूज द बकलिंग क्लास अबाउट वाय ऍक्सिस. आता तुम्ही म्हणणार मग कॉलम हा कायम व्हर्टिकलच आहे, मग तो वाय ऍक्सिस भोवतीच बकल होणार, मग बकलिंग क्लास आपला हा वाय ऍक्सिस भोवतीच बघावा लागेल आपल्याला. But sometimes this column maybe we can use as a beam member also, horizontal member. जेव्हा horizontal member यूज करतो त्यावेळी तो x axis होतो, त्यावेळी x axis भोवती बकलिंग क्लास बघायचा असतो, ज्यावेळी तो बीमला आपण ऍज अ बीम म्हणून यूज करतो horizontal member. And if we are using as a column, हा I section आपण कॉलम म्हणून ज्यावेळी यूज करतोय तो y axis भोवती त्याचा बकलिंग क्लास बघायचा, because it will bend in the direction of y axis. Are you getting? So now tell me, for this condition, buckling class about y axis. For this condition, 2.89 h by bf value greater than 2.89 and thickness of flange is 19.3. It is less than 40 mm. Page number 44. किती सोपा आहे, पहिलीच कंडिशन आहे. पेज नंबर 44 वरती गेला का? सगळं लिहिलंय मी इथं. h by bf greater than 2.9 आहे, tf ची व्हॅल्यू 19.3 लेस दॅन 40 mm आहे. मग या कंडिशन साठी आपल्याला y ऍक्सिस भोवती बकलिंग क्लास बघायचा आहे. दिलेला आहे तिथं अबाउट y ऍक्सिस विच इज बकलिंग क्लास. पेज नंबर 44. Anyone can reply me?
Buckling class B.
मग इतका वेळ का लागतोय सांगायला? सिंपल आहे, h by bf ग्रेटर दॅन 1.2. बघा कंडिशन पेज नंबर 2. मी नाही तर प्रोसिजर मध्ये बघा, मी लिहून दिलेलं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. तुम्हाला IS कोड मध्ये जायचं नसेल तर नका जाऊ, मी लिहून दिलेलं ना प्रोसिजर मध्ये. IS कोड मध्ये दिले बघा, h by bf ग्रेटर दॅन 1.2 म्हणजे आपली पहिली कंडिशन सॅटिस्फाय आहे. 2.89 is greater than 1.2. Then they have written below that thickness of flange is less than 40 mm. Our thickness of flange is again less than 40 mm. So our first condition will satisfy, which is given on page number 44 for I section. And for that we have decided y axis. Why y axis? Here I have drawn this sketch because our I section is vertical member and this I section is bend about y axis. So here we have to use buckling class B about y axis. Are you getting? So this is the fourth step, buckling class. Now, step number 5. So now what is step number 5? Calculate slenderness ratio. Correct? That is lambda. Calculate slenderness ratio, that is lambda. So lambda is equal to what is lambda? KL by R minimum. KL by R minimum, lambda. Okay. So now here we have to find out KL. So see what is boundary condition they have given? Okay, what is boundary condition? Which boundary condition they have given? Please read properly. Column is fixed at one end and pinned at other end. It means, so this is the boundary condition. Fixed at one end and pinned at other end means here hinge is there. So this is the condition. So for this L effective is equal to one end is fixed and one end is hinged. So now tell me, this is again given in page number 45, boundary condition, effective length. Please read the problem statement. One end of the column is fixed. One end of the column is fixed and other end is pinned. See, second last on page number 45, IS code page number 45, second last condition. One end is fixed and other end is hinged, or we can say pin. Pin लाच आपण hinge म्हणतो किंवा hinge ला pin म्हणतो. So second last boundary condition. How much value of effective length?
0.8 L.
0.8 L. अब बोलत जाओ कि वो किती मी बोलू एकटा 0.8 L. IS कोड दिलेला आहे समोर. मी फक्त शोधा म्हणतोय, पेज नंबर वरती जावा म्हणतोय. Okay, so calculate it.
0.8